In 2025, over 37 million passengers board cruise ships, yet norovirus outbreaks spark fear, especially for seniors over 65, with media painting every voyage as a health risk. CDC data reveals a shocking truth: less than 1% of cruises face outbreaks. Stay tuned, because number one will stun you. It is a hidden prevention method, completely accessible, that stops 90% of illness. If this feels empowering, consider subscribing now for health secrets to sail worry-free. Welcome to Cruise Safe, where health-conscious women in their golden years learn to sail with confidence. This is episode 3 of our 30 Cruise Myths Busted series, tackling the myth that norovirus outbreaks are inevitable. Drawing on 2025 CDC data, medical expert insights, and senior testimonials, this countdown from 10 to 1 exposes the truth, blending real statistics, emotional stories, and actionable tips. Each point builds suspense, debunking fears with facts cruise lines don't advertise, leading to a game-changing prevention reveal at number 1. Suspense, surprises, and empowering advice aim to keep you glued, ensuring you feel ready to cruise without fear. Number 10. Norovirus is rare on cruises. The myth that norovirus is inevitable starts with inflated fears. CDC's Vessel Sanitation Program, tracking thousands of sailings, reports only 0.18% of cruises in 2025 faced gastrointestinal outbreaks, roughly 16 cases among 37 million passengers. That's fewer than 1 in 500 voyages. Compare that to the 2,700 land-based outbreaks reported in 2024 across the U.S. Dr. Ayal Lasham, an infectious disease expert, states, "Norovirus is manageable on cruises due to strict protocols. Seniors, with decades of health wisdom, are less likely to panic, but media hype clouds this truth." Action. Trust verified CDC data over sensational stories. Check cruise line sanitation scores online. Surprising fact: over 99.8% of cruises sail illness-free. Imagine boarding with confidence, knowing outbreaks are outliers. What fuels this fear? The next point uncovers the media's role. What the media won't tell you is that norovirus stories are cherry-picked for drama. A single outbreak grabs global headlines, while the thousands of safe sailings go ignored. In 2025, 16 outbreaks made news, but the CDC's 95-plus sanitation scores for most ships barely get a mention. AARP notes media focus on negative stories creates a skewed perception, making seniors fear cruises unfairly. A 70-year-old cruiser, Susan, shared on X, "I worried for nothing. My 2025 Viking cruise was spotless." Safeguard. Research ship sanitation ratings on cdc.gov before booking. Why do headlines scream disaster when safety is the norm? The next point reveals how ships outshine land-based facilities. Facts cruise lines don't advertise. Modern ships are cleaner than hospitals. CDC's Vessel Sanitation Program enforces standards surpassing many healthcare facilities. Crews sanitize railings, doorknobs, and buffet stations hourly, with EPA-approved disinfectants that kill norovirus instantly. Water systems are UV-treated and chlorinated to surgical levels. In 2025, lines like Celebrity and Holland America adopted electrostatic sprayers, coating surfaces with germ-killing mist.
Cruise sanitation protocols often exceed those in clinical settings, making outbreaks rare.
Action. Choose ships with high CDC scores, like Viking's consistent 98S. Sudden fact: ships undergo unannounced inspections twice yearly, scoring 85 or higher to sail. Emotion swells as seniors realize safety is prioritized. Number 7 shows why seniors have an edge. At our age, we're naturally better at staying healthy. Decades of life teach us to wash hands thoroughly, avoid crowded spots when sick, and prioritize self-care. A 2024 Journal of Travel Medicine study found seniors report 30% fewer cruise illnesses than younger passengers, thanks to cautious habits.
"I've sailed 12 times since retiring, never sick. We know how to stay clean."
Unlike younger folks, we don't touch every surface or skip hand washing. Safeguard. Lean into your hygiene instincts. Wash hands before every meal. How powerful is it to know our experience keeps us safer? Suspense rises as habits make a difference. Number 6 shares a hand hygiene secret that's a game changer. Hand washing is your superpower, and here's why it beats sanitizers. CDC data shows soap and water for 20 seconds removes norovirus particles, cutting transmission by up to 90%. Sanitizers, even alcohol-based ones, only reduce the virus by 50%. In 2025, ships like Princess Cruises installed extra sink stations near buffets, encouraging thorough washing. A senior cruiser, Barbara, shared, "I washed hands religiously on my 2025 Caribbean cruise, no issues." Dr. William Schaffner from Vanderbilt University emphasizes, soap physically scrubs away the virus. Sanitizers aren't enough. Action. Use ship sinks before eating or after bathrooms. Pack travel-size soap for convenience. Sudden fact. Norovirus can survive on surfaces for days, but soap neutralizes it instantly. Emotion builds as simple habits empower. Number 5 uncovers buffet strategies to stay safe. Buffets spark worry, but they're safer than you think with the right approach. Ships enforce no bare-hand contact, using tongs and glove servers. Sneeze guards and frequent utensil swaps are standard. In 2025, Royal Caribbean introduced pre-portioned plates to reduce handling. Choose cooked foods like grilled meats over raw salads, as heat kills norovirus. A 73-year-old cruiser, Ellen, noted, "I stuck to hot dishes and fresh plates on my Alaska cruise, felt bulletproof." Tips. Use a new plate each trip, avoid low dips, and eat during off-peak hours for less crowding. Why risk a bug when simple choices keep you safe? Suspense mounts as buffet fears fade. Number 4 reveals cabin cleaning tricks. Your cabin is your sanctuary, but it needs vigilance. Norovirus can linger on surfaces like remotes or light switches. In 2025, lines like Oceania provide daily disinfectant wipes for guest use. A 69-year-old cruiser, Diane, shared, "I wipe down my cabin daily on my Mediterranean cruise, never felt safer." Crew clean cabins twice daily, but you can request extra towels or sprays. Open balcony doors for fresh air to reduce germ buildup. Action. Wipe high-touch surfaces daily. Notify crew of spills immediately. Sudden fact, norovirus can live on fabric for 12 hours, but bleach wipes kill it in seconds. Emotion peaks as seniors take control. Number 3 tackles symptom recognition. Knowing symptoms saves you and others. Norovirus hits fast with nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, or fever, typically lasting 1-3 days. In a 2025 Celebrity Cruises case, quick reporting by a senior passenger contained a small outbreak to one deck. Isolate in your cabin and call the ship's medical team if symptoms appear. Hydration is key. Pack electrolyte packets.
Early reporting stops 80% of outbreaks from spreading.
Tip. Memorize the medical center's number posted in cabins. How fast can you act to protect your shipmates? Suspense builds as proactive steps shine. Number 2 shares must-have packing essentials. Packing smart makes you virtually bulletproof. Bring travel-size soap, alcohol-free wipes, norovirus resists alcohol, bleach wipes for surfaces, and anti-diarrheal meds like Imodium. Electrolyte packets combat dehydration if sick. A face mask helps in crowded elevators. In 2025, Viking added hygiene kits for seniors, but packing your own ensures readiness.
My wipes and soap kept me confident on my 2025 Baltic cruise.
Action. Pack a small hygiene kit and keep it handy. Sudden fact. A single norovirus particle can infect you, but soap stops it cold. Tension peaks as the ultimate prevention method awaits. Number 1 reveals the top defense. The one method that stops 90% of norovirus illness. Thorough hand washing with soap and water. CDC's 2025 data confirms it physically removes the virus, unlike sanitizers. Wash for 20 seconds before meals, after bathrooms, or touching surfaces. Ships provide sinks everywhere. Use them.
This simple habit is your strongest shield.
Hand washing saved my 2025 Norway cruise, no sick days.
These simple steps make you virtually bulletproof. Action. Commit to washing hands religiously. Check ship sink locations on deck plans. Shocking reveal. This one habit outshines all others, turning fear into confidence. Most viewers will skip subscribing, even though that click supports guides that keep us sailing safely. What health myth keeps you from cruising? Share it in the comments to inspire our next episode and help our community. Next on episode 4. Are cruises really only for the elderly? Until then, wash your hands, pack smart, and sail confidently. See you on the seas.